Hello, party people. How are you? How's everyone's day going? How's your day? Hey, what is up, Jenna? Chester, frickin' Dustin, frickin' Dave, frickin' Sydney, frickin' Scott, frickin' Chester, frickin' Sister Ashley is here. Hold on, I gotta open my Pedialyte. 1 second. Trying to hydrate. We're out here in the desert today. Every day, we're actually out here in the desert every day. If you guys ever find these, they're really good. Wait, let me show you. The Pedialyte, specifically the zero sugar, because Pedialyte, the unflavored, don't bother. It's weird. It's like drinking salt water. I actually don't know if it's salty. I've never tried it. But the regular flavored ones that taste good, too much sugar. This one, though, Berry Frost, zero sugar, delicious. Sydney's right, great for hangovers. And also just, I feel like I'm always dehydrated. I definitely don't drink enough water. So, and also, I've started some a creatine supplement. It's supposed to be good for your brain. I need all the help I can get. So, if you take creatine, it is very dehydrating, I think. I've heard that. So, people normally drink electrolyte supplements with it. Hey, Serenity, what's up? I didn't come here with a game plan. I missed you guys because I didn't do Sunday service. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to like hang out with my friends. You guys are my only friends. My lips are dry. Tomorrow, everybody, hold on. Everyone, tomorrow is Sister Ashley's birthday. Everyone wish Sister Ashley a very happy birthday. She is 21 again. She's been 21 just a couple times, but besides the point, it's her birthday. So everyone sing happy birthday wherever you are. You might be in your car right now. Maybe you're at the office. Maybe you are at the park or just like a public library or work. Maybe you're at work. I need you on the count of 3 to sing Sister Ashley happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to sing it for you. You guys will use that against me someday. So I need to write this down because I'm not going to remember. I forget every time I leave this streaming area. I haven't been working on this computer a lot. I've been using my laptop, and every time I think like, oh, I need to fix this for my streams, I forget every time and I don't do it. So I'm going to write it down right now. I want to fix it so I can have like light background music, like a nice elevator music. So when there's silences, I always feel really uncomfy. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me. But I saw this streamer that has this nice background music and I liked it. I was like, that's nice. Like he could just be chilling for a while and then just like do. But like make it spooky maybe. Hold on. Okay, stream stuff. If you guys could only see the note section in my phone. Stream stuff. Background music. I'm liking this new microphone. Okay, so it's been a long week, everybody. It's been a long week. A lot has happened in the paranormal world. Big Action Papa. Okay, no, this is Big Papa 2.0, right? Oh, no, this is the original. I get it mixed up now. You guys can't do me like that, having the same close usernames. Is this Big Papa 1 or Big Papa 1 or Big Papa 2? The real one. Oh, the other one's real too, but like we knew this Big Papa first. You know what I mean? Who else we got in here? Damien in the freaking house. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so a lot has happened in the paranormal this week, and It's all happening during when Annabelle is on tour. I'm not saying it's Annabelle, but Annabelle's on tour and a lot of stuff's happening. A lot of stuff getting exposed, just stirring the pot up in the paranormal world. It's actually getting really crazy. Have you guys heard about that? That the Annabelle doll is on tour? Yeah. So Annabelle is not the Annabelle from the movie. The movie is based on the Annabelle doll, but like I feel like there's no real similarities. I've never seen the Annabelle movie. I just like, I don't know, like Chucky's cool. That's like an original, but I just don't really love like doll movies. I don't know. I just feel like they don't do them right. They don't do the doll movies right. Make them better. Like they can make it so much creepier. Like when they're like just talking and having a full conversation, like they lose me. I don't like that. So the Annabelle from the movie is different, but the real Annabelle, the Raggedy Ann looking doll, is touring the United States. And wherever she goes, havoc ensues. She's back home right now, Sydney said. Okay. Yeah, I think she had some time. I believe Texas is the next location. Okay, I don't have any way to prove this or disprove it, but some kind of inside source told me that it's not the real doll. Like they swapped it out. But I mean, I don't know. Weird stuff is happening. So she went to New Orleans. When she arrived in New Orleans, 11 prisoners escaped from the prison. Then a very old plantation that's been standing for like well over 100 years burnt down. I mean, you can say that's a coincidence, but goddamn, that's a crazy coincidence. Yes, I'm the original Big Papa. Hell yeah. Yeah, New Orleans. They did say she'd have another tour. Do you think it's linked to the 2 plantations that burned down? Did 2 plantations burn down, Serenity? 2? Was it 2? I had a Raggedy Ann and a Raggedy Andy when I didn't even think about that they have a boy version, Raggedy Andy. So when I saw she was actually Raggedy Ann, I was like, ooh, yeah, I would be like, ooh, as well. To be honest with you, I could be talking through my head, but she doesn't intimidate me whatsoever. Okay, so that's a point I wanted to touch on. So all I see is like Annabelle videos every time I go on any platform just because that's my algorithm. And there's a lot of people that had interesting points about her. They were like, hey, I don't think she's actually evil. Like, that's just what we were told. But what was the point they even made? I feel like it was a good point. Oh, yeah, they were saying that she's just misunderstood and she's like exposing bad stuff, which, okay, that just could be made up, but it's interesting if it were to be true. So the prisoners, I can't really make sense of that. Maybe they were innocent. Maybe they were wrongly charged. She let them out. And then the plantation, I don't know a lot about that plantation, but people were saying that, I mean, a lot of people have problems with these plantations because of the history, the really dark, terrible history that it's built on. And now they're like profiting from it. You know, it's people see that as messed up. And I can see how that's messed up in a way. I get it. So, you know, maybe Annabelle saw that and she's like, F that, burn it down. And I can totally believe they swapped her out for a fake doll. They would never risk her being stolen or who knows what. Yeah, see, that would make sense. So from what I've heard, they were saying something like, let's see if we can take a look. I'm going to see if I have this set up so I can, oh my God, so I can share my screen with you guys. Because apparently the stains on her dress is like the telling sign. One sec. So yeah, there's a girl that made a video and like there's just I was watching it yesterday and I didn't realize like there's so much. The paranormal tea is just hot right now, just like in so many different directions. And I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen my videos with the whole Zaga Baggins drama, which is crazy. It's also crazy seeing in the comments when people are like blaming Holly or like blaming the girls. Like, there's no way you didn't know that they were dating. Like, says who? Says who? But yeah, the whole Zach situation has been wild, and you know, I find it just funny, like making the silly content that I've made. It gives me a good laugh. That's just, I have a dark humor, I guess you could say. But unfortunately, two of the people, I think I'm the only one that really spoke out. I think there's one more girl who spoke out. She wasn't in a relationship with him. It was like she worked with him at the museum, and it was like a very bad toxic relationship. Not like a romantic relationship, just weird stuff. I didn't watch the whole video yet, but I talked to her a lot. But a lot of the other girls like are too scared to come out, and I get it. I'm the only one that did, besides that one girl, and then Holly, and then like Tessa, Nick Roth, all those people. And so far, two of the parties have received cease and desist orders from Zach's lawyer. So mine must be lost in the mail. My order must be lost in the mail. You're not going to get me. Not me, not no way, not no how. Cease and desist my butthole, okay? I'm still trying to find this thing for you guys. Annabelle, it is so hot in this room right now. Gosh darn. Okay. Let me see if I can share the screen. Oh, hello. Is this still working? Yes. Every time I switch, you guys know my mic goes out. Okay, but where's the... Hello. Okay, no. Gosh darn, I can't share the screen. I can, but it would take a minute. But anyway, maybe you guys can look it up on your own. But the Annabelle doll, I'm trying to look for myself right now to see if there's stains on her dress. But the thing is, why are they taking her on tour? Like, okay, so the original Annabelle story is like Ed and Lorraine Warren, the OG paranormal investigators. Some people think they were a fraud. Some people think they were very legitimate. I don't know. I want to dig into their story more. I want to believe them. But the one thing they said, the one rule with the doll is don't move her, don't touch her. Just leave the doll alone. So they were like, she's going on a world tour. Put her on tour, baby. And you think bad things aren't going to happen? Get real. They're trying to say Annabelle inhibited by the spirit of a slave. Oh yeah, isn't that her original story anyway? Oh, and then she burnt down the plantation. Wait, that's actually crazy. How old is Annabelle? I don't know. Let's get ChatGPT on the case because it takes me too long to Google things. Can you give me a bunch of facts about the real Annabelle doll? Like how old she is, her backstory, why she's haunted, and just whatever you can find?
Absolutely. The real Annabelle doll is way creepier in real life than the movie version, just in a very different way. Here's a bunch of facts that'll give you the full picture. So, first off, the real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll, not the porcelain nightmare from The Conjuring. She was given as a gift in 1970 to a nursing student named Donna by her mother. That makes the doll over 50 years old now. Not long after Donna brought the doll home, weird stuff started happening. The doll would change positions, move rooms, and leave creepy handwritten notes saying things like, "Help me." Donna and her roommate eventually contacted a psychic who told them the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins was attached to the doll. According to the psychic, Annabelle had died on the property and just wanted to be loved and cared for. But here's where it gets dark. Ed and Lorraine Warren got involved, and they believed the Annabelle story was a lie told by a demonic entity. Their take? A non-human spirit was using the doll as a conduit, manipulating the girls to gain access to a human host. Classic possession setup. One of the freakiest incidents, a guy once mocked the doll at the Warrens' occult museum, tapped on the glass case, and reportedly died in a motorcycle crash shortly after. His girlfriend said he'd been joking about Annabelle right before they crashed. The Warrens said the doll never caused harm on her own, but she enabled it. Basically, she was the bait. Now, Annabelle is locked up in a special glass case with a warning, positively do not open sign in the now closed museum. The case was supposedly blessed regularly by a priest to keep the entity contained. Some say the binding spell weakens over time, and every once in a while you hear stories about her shifting in the case or causing disturbances again. Want to go deeper into the Warren side of it?
Yeah. So that's your story. 50 years old. Hey, David. Hellbound. What's going on? 21B King. Is that like Burger King? Does that stand for Burger King? HB. I see some new faces in here. Darn it, I have the hiccups. Okay, Jenna, are you still here? Because I know I didn't get to give you your card reading. I've been just obviously hectic and busy lately, but I want to give you your card reading. So Jenna, if you're still here, let me know in the chat. So yeah, that's the paranormal tea at the moment. So the episode that I have coming out in about 40 minutes. So yeah, new episode coming out at 5 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. So I decided to do something a little different because, sometimes I don't have the time to go to these big haunted locations and I still want to film. So I got creative with it and I did something that I've done before. So I tried. Oh my God, that scared me so bad. It makes such a loud sound. Oh my God. My heart. Thank you, Jenna. So yeah, I tried a paranormal game. Hold on. I'm going to take my cards out. I'm going to do this before I tell the story. This is important. Oh. And EDC was fun. It was really exhausting. So we were more there like, he was doing like a lot of networking, catching up with people he has that Tanner hasn't seen in a while. So a lot of just walking around, socializing. I was so dead. By the third day, I was just like, we got to go. We got to get out of here. But it was really fun. We got to meet some really cool people. He got to perform with Mike Posner, which was cool. He was such like a bright, jolly guy. He was so just like so positive. Yeah, it was cool. Paranormal vibes there. Well, when we do the artist shuttle, it cuts through the Nellis Air Force Base, and on the third day we had to get there early, so it was still light out. So I got to like see the base, and I'm like, they're hiding stuff out here. I know they're hiding stuff out there. It looks suspicious. Okay. Give me a moment, guys. I got to pull this card. Ooh, that one really popped out of the deck. Let's see what you got here. You got the Hierophant. Man, I don't think I've ever pulled that card for myself. And let's see. Last time we tried to ask ChatGPT because I thought it'd be easier, but I didn't like it. My allergies are so bad right now. Okay, the Hierophant. Okay, to see the Hierophant in a reading is to embrace the conventional, for it suggests that you have a certain desire to actually follow a process which has been well established. It also suggests that you want to stay within certain conventional bounds of what could be considered an orthodox approach. So instead of being innovative, you will be adapting to certain beliefs and systems which are already put in place and are existing. this is an interesting one. The Hierophant card suggests that it's better for you to follow social structures which are established and have their own traditions. So, what does that mean? So, the love meeting, though, is safe, traditional partners, avoiding taboo, spiritual love, success in work, group, educations, teamwork. Hold on. I want to get a better. Work with a teacher, mentor, or guide to teach you about spiritual values and beliefs in a structured way. They might be an authority or a kind of generous mentor who nurtures your spiritual awareness and helps you access the divine by understanding the traditions. So this is like telling you to like be more spiritual is what it sounds like, but like someone's going to help you with that in some way. But I feel like it might not be that. It could be like a relationship, but like it teaches you stuff about yourself. That's what I would interpret that as. And it's like something about joining a group. Like I don't know. That could be many different things. Joining a group would be helpful for something. It could be for anything though, like a group at work or a friend group or it's some kind of group. This card is about identifying with others and a way of thinking that will prompt further learning. This may call you to honor family traditions or sacred rituals that sit neglected. Oh, you've been trying to get a new job. Okay, well, that could definitely be related to that. What was the career specific thing? Hold on, I'm going to go back to the career. You'll find success from working with others right now. This can sometimes mean also choosing to not rock the boat and staying on the tried and true path. With so many variables when it comes to work, it may be better to stay safe for now. It can signal that group cohesion rather than individuality can be more important at the moment. So it's saying again something about a mentor is going to come. So maybe you're going to like meet someone that helps you get this job or something, but it's a positive card, so that's good. Okay, yes, Sister Ashley definitely gets a card pull for her birthday. But yeah, Jen, if you want to like look up the deeper meaning, just like look up the meaning of the Hierophant card. Ooh. Sister Ashley got the birthday card. No, I'm just kidding. But you got the 7 of Rods. Sorry if I'm sniffling a lot. I'm like, my allergies are just crazy right now. Vegas is wilding. Okay. This indicates struggle after an initial fulfillment and satisfaction of an event. The 7 of Wands, however, is different as it is about the struggle that you need to go through to maintain your position rather than to attain it. This is about the difficulties we face to continue to have success. You should be ready for the competition to defend your title and prove yourself. Hold on, I'm going to go to the shorter one. It is a sad fact of life, but the more visibility you have as a leader in your field and the bigger your audience, the more likely it is that you will need to grapple with this kind of pressure. Others see your success and will either challenge your point of view or make you or want to take you down. I don't know why it says this. It says in Australia, we call it the tall poppy syndrome. Interesting. Okay, fun fact. When this card appears, expect to see an increase in haters. Oh no, my sister could not have haters. It sounds like, do you have haters at work? Is that a thing? It sounds like someone's going to be challenging you at work or something. I'll beat them up. I'll beat their ass. Oh, That scared me. Hi, Caitlin. Oh, that sound on my end. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hi, have you done an Alcatraz video yet? We'll love to see the energy you pick up there. No, I booked a tour. It was like the daytime tour. I wanted to do the night tour, and then I missed it because that's when Tanner had his Cypress Hill show, and I had to go with him earlier. Oh yeah, hold on. Back to Ashley's card really quick. For health, it says it could signify you having to fight to overcome an illness or injury. That sounds like you, Sister Ashley. But it says you can do it. Like you're being challenged, but you're going to be all good. Yeah, I want to go to Alcatraz. Has anyone, speaking of Alcatraz, Caitlin, has anyone heard that they were like trying to reopen it, or like Trump wanted to reopen Alcatraz? Isn't that weird? They can't do it though. They can't do it because it like there's no plumbing, like they don't have any of the amenities. But then I also heard that they were like, since it's obviously not going to work out, like they're not going to be able to do it, so they were talking about doing it in Vegas. I'm like, perfect timing for me to move. Get me out of here. And thank you, Caitlin, for the super chat. I really appreciate you so much, so very much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sister Ashley. Thank you so much. It's literally your birthday week, and you sent me a little gift. You're the best. She said, I love being part of this group, and thank you for supporting my sister. Oh, I'm going to cry. Stop it. I miss you, Sister Ashley. I love you. You're so nice. I need a moment of silence. I just want to soak in the love. Group hug with you guys. This is me giving you guys a hug. You guys are so nice to me. So yeah, last night was it last night? No, I think it was 2 nights ago. Anyway, I filmed trying this game. So you guys have heard of games like Bloody Mary, or like the Ouija board, or light as a feather, stiff as a board. There's a list of weird games that some have strange origins, but there's a ton of them. And there's ones that I've never even heard of when I was looking into the ones I wanted to try myself to see if they work. And so the first one I did was musical chairs alone, which I did before. And I had it on TikTok, so I did a short version. I didn't do a full episode of it. But for whatever reason, that one has like almost a million views on my TikTok. And my TikTok doesn't go off like that. So I was like, cool, people like it. Let me try it again, but I'm going to film the whole thing and in the dark. Because when I did the reel, like I didn't have my night vision camera. So I had to do it with the lights on, and people were like, you didn't do it with the lights off. You didn't do it right. But when I did it last time, weird things definitely happened in my apartment after it. And I don't know if it's like the specific game itself that's like conjuring up activity. I think it's like intention. You know what I mean? If you're going to do something and you really believe like a spirit could be conjured up by doing this, I think it works that way. Like I think that literally makes it work. I think the power of your mind is pretty powerful. So yeah, my room, I try to clean it up in here. I came in here earlier and it just like a war zone. There was tripods and cameras and equipment everywhere. It was a hot mess. But I went in on this investigation and things got weird. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It got really weird, and there's something I want to look into. So this is a bit of a spoiler alert, but you guys are like the crew. So I don't mind you knowing before the episode comes out. But something weird happened with this TV. So you know how like maybe you don't know this, but it's pretty well known in the paranormal community that when there is spirits or energy around, there's like meters to measure this. Like static electricity increases. Like a lot of static electricity is around when paranormal activity is taking place. Now, I don't know what that connection is or why, but if you think about it, the static electricity on that TV. And also, it makes me think of like a Tesla coil. Like I've used a Tesla coil before during an investigation, and it's like the electric thing coming up, and literally a book flew off a bookshelf. Like I caught it on camera. It's in an episode on my YouTube. So giving these energy sources, like maybe it does allow spirits to come through it. So I'm like, did I make a freaking portal in my office by having these TVs on static? Something really weird happened with it during this musical chairs thing. So I want to look into like if that's a thing. Like I don't know if anyone's studied this. It reminds me of Poltergeist. You know what I mean? Doesn't she go through the TV? Caitlin said, how do you keep yourself from screaming and crying when this stuff happens? Because I'd lose it. No, I definitely get scared sometimes. Like it depends on the energy. Because like honestly, a lot of the times I just feel like it's people. And it doesn't feel like scary or evil. I feel like that's more rare. But when like I can't tell what it is or if it feels weird, I definitely get nervous. Okay, let's try to ask ChatGPT about this TV. I don't know how to word this question. Hold on. What's the connection between static electricity and paranormal activity? Fuck, I don't think it was listening to me. Hold on. What's the difference? No, not. Hold on. Let me start over. What's the connection between static electricity and paranormal activity?
That's actually a really cool question. And a lot of ghost
Thanks.
hunters believe there's a connection. So, static electricity is basically the buildup of electric charge on a surface, right? Well, during paranormal events, people often report things like hair standing up, chills, or the air feeling charged. That's likely because static fields are shifting or getting stronger. Some theories suggest spirits can manipulate electromagnetic energy, including static, to manifest or interact. So, if a ghost is trying to make itself known, it might pull energy from the environment, causing a spike in static or EMF levels. That's why investigators use EMF detectors during investigations. Also, that sudden zap or tingle you feel sometimes when walking into a room, some believe it's not just dry air or clothing. It could be a spirit passing by or trying to get your attention. Have you ever felt static right before or during anything spooky?
Yes. So I have this old TV in my office and I have it on with just white noise on the screen. And it does conduct a lot of static electricity. With knowing all of that, do you think it's possible for it to be some kind of portal in a way for spirits to come through?
Yes, totally. That old TV setup you've got with the white noise, that's basically like the spirit communication version of a lighthouse beacon. Between the static electricity, the constant low-level energy field, and the white noise, it's kind of a perfect storm for paranormal interaction. A lot of investigators and even researchers into instrumental transcommunication believe that white noise, especially from untuned radios or TVs, can be a medium for spirits to communicate, like how EVPs work but live. Some even think these analog signals can act like a bridge or a window to other frequencies, including the spiritual realm. And TVs, especially old cathode ray ones, give off a good amount of electromagnetic radiation. Combine that with a spirit needing energy to manifest, and boom, you've got what could function like a low key portal. Not necessarily for full blown possession or anything, but definitely for peeking through, watching.
Okay, that's so interesting. And you know how she said like, oh, sometimes you'll feel like a shock. Yeah. So basically, I was using my SLS camera. I don't use it a lot, but I used it last night, and I tested it out before I filmed, and I saw a figure that was over here, specifically by my Ouija board wall, which is also where I have my haunted dolls, which is also where I have multiple different ashes. Like, there's a lot of stuff in that area, and I scanned the room, and there was a big figure there, and I wasn't recording yet, and I had said, I was like, oh, it startled me. And I was like, is it mapping properly? So it's the stick figure. So I was like, can you put both of your arms in the air if you can hear me? And it did it. It literally did it. And I wish I was recording. So I was like, okay. And then when I went over this way, there was literally a figure in Kiki's dog bed. It was just like huddled up, which was so weird. That was really weird. And then the third one was squatted at the TV. Literally, it was on the floor, like in a kneeling position in front of the TV. Like, there's no reason that that should map a human figure. So when I started filming, I used the SLS camera again, and the figure came back over here. He came back over here. Nothing came up in the dog bed again. But then again, after I did the musical chairs game, I did the SLS camera, and there was a figure in front of the freaking TV. Okay, so this is where it gets scary. So there's a figure in front of the TV sitting there, and I'm like, okay, it's back. It starts crawling. This figure is crawling. Wait, that was a cool move. It looked like that. It was like, that's how it crawled. But it crawled from the floor there. It stayed on the floor. It crawled to the couch. And the couch is where I had the REM pod sitting. So I'm filming this, and I'm like, if this REM pod goes off right now as this thing's crawling to the couch, like, I'm going to lose my mind. And then you see it struggling. Like, it's trying to get on the couch. This is the figure. It's trying to go on the couch. And then you see the arm reaching for the REM pod. I swear to God, you're going to see it. This episode comes out in like 20 minutes. So the arm starts reaching, and I'm like, you got it, you got it. Like, I'm trying to like egg on this freaking spirit that I'm seeing through the SLS camera crawl into the couch. So you see its arm going, and I'm like, just reach for the silver antenna. And then the whole body jumps onto the REM pod, right on it, and you see the figure, and it's spazzing out like this. And then the REM pod goes off. It goes off once the figure on the SLS camera is on the REM pod, and it's spazzing out. The REM pod's going off. The figure disappears, and the REM pod stop at the same time. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, and I'm still like in awe. I'm like, what the heck? Like, oh, and it crawled out of the TV. It crawled out of the TV, and now I'm scared. And the TV's on now. Great. Great. I think I've made a portal. I wondered that too. I didn't think it would actually like cause activity, but when I got these old TVs, because I want to get like 20 of them, I want to have a wall, and that would be a fun experiment. That would be a very fun experiment. I'm going to create the biggest portal in the world in this office. You guys just wait. Hey, Ed, how are you? The best way I could describe would be the synchronicity to what and why. Yeah, synchronicities are crazy, huh? Hey, Jen. Hey, Matt. Don't go towards light. I haven't seen the Poltergeist movie since I was like little. All I remember is the little girl, and I remember the static TV. I was just having this conversation last night. I'm sure my sister remembers this. I watched like every horror movie when I was way too young. I would say like I wasn't scared. I think sometimes I would be scared, but I would pretend not to be so I could watch more. But I feel like that messed me up a little bit. This is why I am the way I am. I am whatever you say I am. But the one movie that got me when I was little was the original Halloween movie, which is still my favorite because that one scared me so bad for such a long period of time when I was like probably like 6 years old. That movie messed me up. I was so scared. Like the fear just like wouldn't leave me. Like I couldn't sleep at night. I was just always scared after watching that. It never scared me. Like the clown one didn't scare me. The reason I was thinking of this is because the new Final Destination movie came out, and I haven't seen it yet, but I watched, I don't know if it was like the first one or what, because Tanner was in shock that I've never seen the Final Destination movies. So we watched it together, and I was like, no, I've never seen this. And I literally don't remember ever watching it, but there's no way I didn't see it. I think I saw it when I was really little or something, because one, growing up, I never understood. Oh no, hold on, my camera's freaking frozen. Why does it do that and then a bubble happens? Why? On. At least my mic's still working. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. The freaking bubbles every time. Please work. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so I was watching this movie and didn't think I saw it, but then everything starts making sense. Growing up, I was always so scared, and still to this day, I am too scared to sleep with a ceiling fan on because I think it's going to fall on me. And I know that's irrational. I know that sounds crazy, but like my OCD brain is like, I can't do it. Like I can't relax my body. I feel like the fan's going to fall on me. And then I watched that Final Destination movie and I'm like, oh, I probably saw this when I was very little, and then that stuck in my head, which is crazy. That's how like our personalities develop. And I'm developing and I'm just watching like the worst horror movies. You have a Windows setting that is starting a screensaver animation when you have not touched the computer in a while. Is that what it is? Do I just need to touch my mouse? But it like freezes me. Matt said, I wish Hollywood made more parodies of horror movies like Scary Movie. I'm actually not a fan of comedy horror. I've never been a comedy horror person. A lot of people love it though. We saw glass ceiling fan blades at a thrift store. Oh no, get that away from me. That is like my biggest nightmare. But even now, knowing that, like, I think that's where that fear came from with the ceiling fan, like, it doesn't help. Still too scared. Still gonna fall on me. But yeah, I'm like super fascinated by this TV portal thing now. Fuck. No, I froze again. What is that? It doesn't usually happen this much. Something is awry. The spirits are here. Hold on. I'm coming back, I promise. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. But, okay, one last thing, because, I mean, we have my new episode comes. Oh, it's 444. Guys, it's 444. I just wanted to see what time it is, and it's 444. It's a good day. It's a good day. I didn't like Langoliers. What's Langoliers? So I got that new piece of equipment, and I used it at the end of my episode. I didn't use it for that long. I just did like a little test run, but hold on. So it's a word bank, but it is inside this like handcrafted box, and it has been made into a projector. So it projects onto the wall, and it says like different letters, words, phrases. It's just like any other word bank. It's so cool. I love it. And it was made in like some other country. Handcrafted. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I like it. We're going to put it to the test a little bit more. I only used it for, I don't know, a short period of time at the end. I was just, like, I already been investigating for a bit, and it was just like the grand finale. Oh yeah, but something really weird happened. Again, you'll see this in the episode, but at the end, the projector's still on the wall. It's on this wall over here. And I have on the Necrophonic, like the Spirit Box app where you hear the voices. So a word came up on the wall from the projector, and at the same time, like super clear, the necrophonic says the same word at the same time. So that was a cool little thing that happened. "21 said, Lindsay, how do we look up Tanner for his music? It depends on what genre you want because he is a man of many genres. If you like EDM, look up Getter. If you like rap, look up Tara Reid. If you're into comedy, look up Real Bros of Simi Valley." He's been posting a lot of clips lately. It's been funny. Well, 14 minutes until my new episode, guys. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are all going to stay. I mean, you don't stay in here. We're going to like switch over. It's going to be a different, you know what I mean? You got to click on the video. But I hope to see you guys all in that chat as well. But I'm going to hang out here for a bit longer. Matt said I usually get in trouble when I tell jokes. Yeah, I have some dark humor. It's 9:44 here in Australia. That was definitely British. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to come out differently. He actually made a heavy metal. I don't know if it's a whole album, but he made some like metal music. I'm sure he'll release it at some point. But it was really good. Like I didn't even know he could do that. He just does everything. He makes any kind of music. And it's all really good. He also made like a pop punk song with Fat Nick that hasn't come out, and it's a really good song. It's like very like Blink 182 vibe. You guys want to know what kind of music I like? I'm not joking when I say this. I feel like I didn't want to tell you guys this, but I'm just being very transparent. So today at the gym, I was really struggling at the end. I was like really trying to push through, and I was just doing dead hangs because my neck and my back have been very tight up here. So not like a full pull up, but just like dead hangs, which my arms are strong enough. My hand grip, not good. Like my hands are really small and I feel like I can't grip around the bar good. But anyway, I like to do like increments of 30 seconds for now as I'm working my way up. So I did 30 seconds and it was hard. And I was like, I need to get through another 30 seconds on this dead hang. Can you guys guess what song I put on to get me through this dead hang? Chat, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think what song was playing. Criminal by Britney. What song is that? I can't even think of. It was not that one. I'm trying to like hear it in my head and I can't. I'm sure I know it. Stephen King, Storm of the Century. Like Stephen King, like the horror movie guy? No. Did you hear my throat make that noise? What is happening? No. I put on the Pirates of the Caribbean song. The dun 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 dun. Like I don't know why I just like felt like I was in a movie and it worked. It worked. I can probably play like 5 seconds of it. If I play more, it'll demonetize me. That song. That's and I was literally just standing there thinking after the dead hang. I was like, if anyone somehow had a device where they could like spy on my phone and see what I'm listening to, what would they think of me? I would be shunned from the community. When I'm really tired, when I'm driving, I put that song on. It makes me feel like I'm on a quest, some kind of quest. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my Premiere on my phone. By the way, I couldn't monetize this video because I have to play, like, the rule of this game is like you have to play the Tiptoe Through the Tulip song. Like, that's the main rule. So like it had to be in the video. So obviously like I couldn't monetize this video. It's fine. Watch this be the one video that like really blows up and then they're just like, sorry, you can't get paid. I've actually never seen Pirates of the Caribbean, by the way. I feel like that's an important fact here. I just really like that song. Also, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about something really quick with my Patreon. I feel like, okay, I haven't been on my Patreon enough at all, which is, I have no good excuse for you. I really don't. I've been logged out of it, and then every time I log back in, it's a whole thing because I have like one where I pay for other people's Patreons. I pay for like 5 different people's Patreons, like different comedians, podcasts. And then every time I log out to go to mine where like I run it, it's like a whole big process. So I'm going to delete my like personal one and then like pay for it on my like other one, if that makes sense. And I think I'm going to just make one tier, just like one $5 tier. I don't want to get crazy with it right now. And that way I can condense everything into one chat so we can all be in the same chat together because it's just fun. But like the way I have it set up now is very complicated. There's different chats. It's hard to keep up. It's a learning curve, but also it's in beta testing right now. I'm not part of the beta testing program, but you can start going live soon on Patreon. So like there's a lot more I would post, but like I feel more comfortable posting it for the people that follow closely, like you guys. Like that's who matters the most. So I do want to post a lot more on Patreon, start doing more lives on that. So bear with me while I condense everything down to the one. Also, like I have the free tier. Like I post, you don't have to pay to be on it. I mean, you won't be able to get into the chat, but like I post a lot of, I haven't been a lot, but I have a lot of stuff to post on my Patreon. And I do put a lot of stuff for the free members to see as well. So don't feel like obligated to pay for the tier. But just, you know, like even like with the whole Zach tea, like there's so much stuff I wanted to talk about, but like I just feel more comfortable when it's behind a paywall where it's not like everyone just like spying on me. Like I know it's like the real members. So yeah, I'm gonna fix that this week. And also, Sister Ashley has been on it with running the not the Patreon, the Facebook. I forgot I even had a Facebook page for my Phantomette stuff, and she's just been on there, keeping it going. So again, let's thank Sister Ashley and wish her a happy birthday. I'm going to log off here because I'm going to go into my house and I'm going to watch the episode on my TV on the big screen. And I hope to see all of you guys in the chat. Like I'm in the chat right now, I think. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So I just hopped into the chat on the premiere video. It premieres in 5 minutes. Everybody, please. It's like a 30-minute episode. It's not very long. Everybody, even if you can come for like a little bit and then team rewatch, everyone go hop in the premiere for the new episode. It's on my YouTube page. You'll find it. Yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for an hour and let's keep hanging out. Meet me in the chat. Love you all.